So for topic number 2, we're going to talk about tokenism. How do you feel about being the only Black person in social or professional settings? So, recently the passing of Nolan Wells, the Mississippi teen who was just found after hanging out on a boat with an all-white group of friends. Many people are talking about Black people who are usually the only Black person in these white spaces. How hard is it? How dangerous do you feel it is? And how negatively or positively does it affect us as Black people when we are the only Black person in white spaces?
Well, first, I do want to send my condolences to Nolan Wells' family. It's extremely tragic to lose, somebody so young and something that, we weren't there, but, you would hope that things like that can be prevented. And, I can speak on this because if you look at all my pictures in middle school, high school, I was the token, and I never understood why my mom would say certain things and do certain things. And I always say this, I want to give a shout out to my two of my closest friends, Lindsay, her mom, Renee, and my other best friend, Jasmine, her mom, Susan. You actually met Miss Susan. She was at my mom's memorial, but they always did a very good job of making me feel at home. Hillary's mom as well, Miss Elaine. And I think what it is that, you don't really see what adults see, like we were just talking about earlier, as a child.
Yeah.
So a lot of times these children are in their parents' home and their parents are racist. They're saying things and they're making them feel like a Black life is less than. So when you're in a dangerous situation, I would always think, oh, let me save myself, save Drea, save you. But if you see, oh, well, he's going to be okay. He can fend for himself. Let me save us, or whatever the case may be. So I think that tokenism is always dangerous. It's never good. You're always going to be last in line. You're always going to be last pick. You're always going to be paid less. You're always going to be, and I was raised to make it feel like, oh, I'm special because you're this for a Black girl. You talk well for a Black girl. You're pretty for a Black girl. So when you don't know any better, it makes you feel special until you really be around some real people that educate you. No, it's not. But they do that very well to make you feel like you're special.
Yeah.
You're not like them. But it's never been a good situation, like I said, to be the only one, because I look back at a lot of situations I was in middle school and high school when adults said things to me, treated me a certain way, and I didn't think nothing of that because I'm like, nobody's racist here. It's a good time. But I'm like, as an adult, I'm like, damn, when she said that, she was picking on me as an adult, as a teacher, pointing me out, separating me. And what would have happened if I wasn't protected by my mother, by my other friends' mothers and things like that? So unfortunately, we're seeing what America really is.
Yeah.
This is how it's always been.
Yeah. I definitely think that's just the effects of, for sure, living here in America, because as young Black people, we're taught that that's like a great thing to be the only Black person that's accepted into these spaces, when in reality, like, it's really not. It's very dangerous, actually, to be the only Black person in spaces where it's only white people. And I always say this, especially now as an adult, because even looking back to like my childhood and stuff, like I went to an all-Black private school from the time I was like 3 up until I was 14. And then when I went to high school, I went to a predominantly white high school, but it was still like a decent amount of Black people that went there, but it was predominantly white. And so my mom, she just really wanted me to go to this school because she was like, oh, it's such a good school. And it was like in the richest neighborhood. If y'all are familiar with Houston, River Oaks is like the richest neighborhood in Houston. And it was in River Oaks. And my mom was just like, oh, well, if you're going to go to any public school, it's going to be there. And getting older now and looking back on it, I feel like when I have children, I'm never going to put my children in a situation where they're at a school where it's only white people or they're like the only Black person. Because I think it's so important for us to grow up around other people that are like us.
Yes.
And you don't really realize the importance of that until you do get older. And I think because I did have that experience, in my adolescent years, when I got to high school and I was kind of submerged in a situation where I was around way more white people, it wasn't awkward for me because I was confident in myself and I knew who I was.
Yes.
But I can only imagine what it's like to be in those spaces in your formative years when you're really impressionable and you trying to figure out who you are and you're constantly being compared to them and you kind of like the oddball out. I think like Black parents and Black families do their children more harm than good when they put them in those type of environments, but they think they're giving you an advantage.
Yeah.
But you're really not.
You're not at all. And I think that's why I always say I give our parents and grandparents grace.
Yeah.
That's what they're taught. Oh, if it's a bunch of white people there, it's good, it's safe, it's smarter, it's better money, because that's what they still do.
That's what they were
The
taught.
PWIs are getting all the money.
Yeah,
They do got
facts.
the better books. They do have the better education system and all that stuff. But I think now that we're being aware of like what's really going on and the psychology behind it and the effects that it has, like they're dying.
Yeah.
Like your children are being put in positions where they could like literally lose their life. And what's even scarier about it is like the friend's parents is a judge. They're doctors, and it's like
High-profile people.
they're high profile people, and it's terrifying. Now, I want my child? The main thing I want if I have children, I mainly want them to be in a diverse school.
Yeah.
I want you to be able to learn about, Nigerian people, people from Ghana, Asian people. Like, I want you to be around all types of cultures. Because to me, if I see just like a whole bunch of like American white people, like, that's not gonna teach you anything about the world. And when I had to learn so much because I'm thinking that I'm at a white school and I know so much, but I didn't know shit about anything. I'm moving to Houston offending everybody because I don't know shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just think that mentality of, my biggest pet peeve? I hate when people be like, I need some white friends. I want to go to the white party. Why? The reason I picked
White friends, they don't want you.
They don't want you there.
They really don't. Like, they gonna be like, what the fuck?
When I tell you the best thing, when I went into my neighborhood, I remember the first day when Medina showed me that house, and the guy who's now my neighbor was walking out of his house, and his wife followed. I was like, ooh, this is a good sign, because they were Black. Then I seen the people on the other side of the house. They was Black. I seen a lot of Black kids running around. I said, okay. Of course, I got some whites in the neighborhood, and they're really nice.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm not like all white people are bad. I'm not that type of person. But
No, because they not.
But again, I like to be in mixed spaces and mixed company. Like, I didn't go to a school where it was a good amount of Black people. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It was literally like 10 of us. Seriously. So for me, it's like my neighborhood being all Black. That's how I feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Because if I go beating on my neighbor's door because something is going on, he's not going to shoot me through the goddamn door. Because, I just saw a Black person beating on my door. He gonna be like, oh, well, what's going on? Because she's usually quiet, keeping to herself. Obviously, something's going wrong.
Yeah.
So I feel safer around my people, and I feel accepted. I can talk to my girl like, damn, bitch, you got something for my kitchen? Even talking about hair products.
Yeah.
That's when my hair used to be fucked up. Bitch, I didn't know. I'm over here using Tresemme. Ooh la la. You need some just for me. You know what I'm saying?
What was that other one? Aussie? The
yeah.
purple bottle?
Why is you using Aussie?
Yeah, bitch. Why is no Black ass using Aussie?
Why you need some? You don't
L'Oreal. You don't need no goddamn L'Oreal. You need ORS.
Hello.
You need a little Dr. Miracle.
And mind you, this was during the time. Now L'Oreal and all these products, they have the Black lines that they cater.
They do now. Yeah.
Now. Then
that wasn't a thing before.
It wasn't.
No.
You need some moisture, bitch.
Yeah.
But I'm just if I go to my friend's house, I gotta use their products. I stayed the night. We just got out the pool. I get out the pool, look like Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
Cause I ain't had no hair back then.
It was an afro.
Little short little thing.
You was giving Florida energy.
A little something.
Okay.
Not damn.
Oh.
But you know how good it would have been to have a little Black friend or going to a Black girl's house and her mama could have helped do my hair and things like that. I come home, my mom like, this is why you stay your ass at home.
Yeah.
But my mom rarely, like I said, she used to let me go to them 3 houses, and I used to get so mad at her. But now, as an adult, I understand why. She's like, oh, you're not going to their house. I don't know their parents like that. And it be happening to adults. There was a woman, rest in peace to her. She had a slumber party with her friends.
As an adult?
As an adult. Like, you know, like we had a New Year's. Hey, Joe, we had a New Year's at your house. They celebrating something. One black lady ends up dead. Oh, she died in her sleep.
Oh, I did see that. I did see that. That was crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Nobody can tell you what happened.
Nobody knows what happened. That's why whatever happened to that boy, to Nolan Wells, if it was an accident, then tell us what happened. Everybody lowering up, everybody being quiet.
They deleted their social medias or like scrubbed their social media accounts. Like, it's just very strange.
If an accident happened to my friend, I'm immediately being like, this is what happened, and it was truly an accident. They trying to cover up something. And